A new year means the start of a new semester for schools across the state, and we are getting updates from the top teacher here in Oklahoma. So let's go ahead and welcome in Superintendent Ryan Walters. Thank you for coming in. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you for having me.
All right, so we're talking about this new year, but before we get to that, I do want to start with what happened at the beginning of the year. We saw something really devastating happen in New Orleans, a terror attack there on New Year's Day, and you have put out a statement on social media, a video statement, and in that you said in part, this is an uncomfortable truth. We cannot allow our schools to be a terrorist training camps. Since then, we've gotten some responses from teachers who've told us that they're scared after hearing that. They say that someone might hear that and think that they could be in danger. What's your response to that?
Look, we've seen what's been happening to our country. We have seen homegrown terrorism, and we have seen people in this country talking about America being an evil country, cheering on the assassination attempts of President Trump, cheering on an assassination of a CEO, saying that he deserves it because he's a capitalist. We cannot allow our country to turn into a place where we're fomenting hatred against our own country. We have got to promote patriotism in our schools. We have got to ensure that the next generation understands the values that make America great are things that should unify all of us. And so we're going to continue to ensure that our kids understand American exceptionalism, they understand American history, and we're not fomenting hatred for America. We're fomenting love for country. We want patriotism, and so that's what we're going to continue to focus on.
All right, and I wanted to back up to December, an update to a proposal that you had put out that would put an end to what you're calling sanctuary schools in Oklahoma. Can you share an update with us on where that proposal is, also how it would work, how it would be enforced as well?
Yeah, absolutely. What we've seen in our school system is we're using the term, look, sanctuary schools, because what's happened is our schools have allowed illegal immigrants into the schools, will not ask, will not take records. The Trump administration is coming in with a mandate to crack down on illegal immigration, and our schools have to provide that data over. We have to know where illegal immigrants are. We have to account for them. That's one of the things with even just the budgeting from our agency. We don't know when students are coming in from where, so we're going to get that under control. We're also going to continue to work with the Trump administration. We'll be making announcements shortly, but we're working with the Trump administration to help them in their goal that the American people voted for clearly with a mandate to get illegal immigration under control and to make sure that we're putting America first in all of our policies. So we're going to continue to do that and ensure that our schools are cooperating with those initiatives.
So it sounds like this proposal is more of a data gathering proposal that helps you all get the numbers that you need for your office. For people who might have concerns that say this targets students who are just in the classroom to learn, what would you say to them?
No, it absolutely doesn't. What this does is this helps ensure that we understand there are folks in the country illegally, they're coming into our schools. It cost Oklahoma $474 million is the low estimate of how much it costs taxpayers to educate these children that we have no data around. We don't know where the families are coming from. We don't know when they've moved in, when they've moved out. We have to fix a problem, you first have to understand the problem. We have to get this information, and so we're going to continue to do that to make sure that we're giving the best education to all of our kids.
So let's switch gears here to talk about those new social studies and science standards that were released last month. Just walk us through some of the big pictures here.
Yeah, big takeaways here. Look, our history standards are the best in the country. We're going to go back to focusing on American exceptionalism, patriotism. We're bringing the Bible back to schools. Kids are going to understand the role the Bible played in American history, and they're going to understand all of our history. We included a tremendous more content around the tribes, the tribal history of our state. We should be very, very proud of our Oklahoma history here. We included a lot more about the Greenwood District, the Tulsa Race Massacre. We want all of our kids to understand all of Oklahoma history, all of American history. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's how you learn from history. So we have all of that included in the standards. They are tremendous. It's going to promote American exceptionalism. It's going to be exciting. Science standards, we have a tremendous emphasis on STEM. We want our kids to be ready to enter in a job field where you've got aeronautics, you've got engineering, you have aerospace. These are going to be included in all grade levels, all the way down to kindergarten. We're going to start building out these skills. We're going to start building out STEM initiatives so that kids are working on problem solving in the STEM field. That helps so much in the job force, but it helps empower kids to go, hey, if this is a career path you want to go down, let's identify that early. Let's get you excited about it. And so these science standards are tremendous too. So we're very excited about the work being done on those.
And aerospace is a big industry here in Oklahoma. So I do want to talk about also the revisions. They're going to have some public comments here on January 21st. You have previously said that the standards that are going to help Oklahoma kind of take the lead here. Talk more about that.
Yeah, so, and right now it's open for public comment. So any of the viewers, any of the listeners, comment on the standards. We've had hundreds of teachers involved in the process. They've been open for public comment. I get, kind of a summary of that every week. So go on and read them for yourself. Give feedback. It's a great time to do that. And so what we're going to continue to do is take all that feedback together. Then January 21st, we'll kind of make any changes or modifications based on the feedback we receive. And then we'll roll them out for our board to vote on there at the State Board of Education, and then they move on to the legislature.
Okay.
So,
and you talked about a little bit there, religion being part of the standards, and also how it kind of expands from Christianity. You talk about Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism. Share an update with us. I know that Bibles have been a big part of this year, last year as well. You're in the process of purchasing those. Where are we in that process?
So we've purchased hundreds of Bibles for our seniors in the government classes. We are still working to get Bibles into all the classrooms, so we'll be making announcements on those initiatives soon. But we do have Bibles on the way for our seniors in those government classes. Again, when you take a government class here in Oklahoma, there's a heavy emphasis on the founding documents. The Bible is absolutely included in that, so we're going to make sure that those get to those classrooms. But we're working on the broader initiatives too. So there will be a Bible in every classroom. We will make sure that our kids understand the role the Bible played in American history. And to your point, look, in American history, the Bible played a tremendous role. Okay, it's undeniable. And in world history, we have the other religions included as well, so that kids understand. The only way you understand history is to get the full context and to read history for yourself. You have to dive into the primary sources. You have to read what people said influenced them. And obviously, faith played a major role throughout world history.
All right, and we are running out of time here, but I do want to get to this last question. The new semester, it's starting. A lot of people back after that winter break. Your kiddos, they're back after winter break. So what message do you have for families sending their kids back to school?
Sure. Look, it's always exciting when the kids are back to school. My kids were super excited to be back in school. And look, stay involved in your kids' classes. Ask questions when they come home. Be very involved. We want parents to be involved in their kids' education. That's the primary driver of student success. Is we've got to get parents as connected to their kids and their education as possible. That's why we've pushed transparency, accountability, school choice options. We're going to empower parents in Oklahoma more than any other state. So parents, we want you involved. Stay involved in your kids' education. If you have any questions, please ask them. We will provide you all the answers that you need because we want you to be running your kids' education.
All right. Superintendent Ryan Walters, thanks again for coming on, and we'll see you soon for any updates, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.